down.
You gotta take our video down. I don't give a take our down, and you're not allowed to come back to New York City, bro.
Hey, y'all New York, man. Y'all some man. I'll kill y'all, man. What's up? Pull up. We out here, MIKO Worldwide.
MIKO Worldwide. Listen, I'm a grown ass man, and I can admit when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I can apologize for my mistakes. I spreaded some false rumors about you, man. And I know in the video I said that you forced yourself on a 15-year-old boy, and I was wrong. You know what I mean? And that wasn't true. Instead, you forced yourself on a 17-year-old boy. My bad. Next time, I'm gonna make sure that I get the facts straight.
YouTube has been on fire since China Mac addressed criminal allegations against another YouTuber by the name of MIKO Worldwide. Based out of Georgia, MIKO's YouTube career dates back to 2019 when he started vlogging in the Dominican Republic before traveling to other foreign locations such as Thailand, Germany, and Colombia. But his last trip to Colombia in 2020 would gain national attention. MIKO was arrested by Colombia's CTI, a law enforcement agency that partners with US law enforcement when investigating, arresting, and deporting criminals. According to the CTI's website, MIKO was located inside of a restaurant in Medellin, Colombia, and placed under the authority of migration pending deportation back to the US. The CTI stated, according to reports from US authorities, MIKO offered drugs to a 10-year-old, sexually abused a minor, and tied his feet and arms before putting him in a car's trunk. The attack occurred in the state of Georgia in 2018, and for this fact, there is a conviction and an arrest warrant. The article also states in 2012 MIKO was convicted for sexual crimes against another child under the age of 10 in Georgia. To evade the US, MIKO left the country as a YouTuber where he traveled the world and shared videos of his charitable works. At the time, he had just over 30,000 subscribers. Because of his arrest in a foreign country, different international authorities began investigating whether his YouTube channel was a facade to contact children and adolescents for sexual purposes. Back in 2018, an Atlanta-based news outlet posted an article titled "Wanted: Meth Trafficking, Assault Suspects Sought." Gwinnett County Sheriffs was seeking 6 men, one of which was Michael Wolfgang Nickel, aka MIKO Worldwide, who was wanted on charges of aggravated sodomy and aggravated assault. Over the next 2 years, MIKO allegedly went on the run internationally before being captured, deported, and transported to the Gwinnett County Jail. According to an arrest warrant, between March 29th and March 30th of 2018, between the hours of 9 p.m. and 5 a.m., Michael Wolfgang Nickel committed the act of aggravated assault and aggravated sodomy within room 236 at the In-Town Suites Hotel. MIKO Worldwide was accused of assaulting the victim with his hands by applying pressure to the victim's throat to choke him from behind while committing the act of aggravated sodomy. Now this is where I believe the Colombian authorities made a mistake. The charge in the arrest warrant for sodomy states aggravated sodomy with force and against person's will, or person less than 10 years of age. Nowhere in the actual warrant does it list the victim's age, but it does include the name. The warrant also doesn't include the co-defendant, who was the third person present in the hotel room that night. March 18th, 2018, MIKO, who was 27 years old at the time, was hanging with a friend named Ishwa Long, who was 22. According to MIKO, Ishwa was on a dating app called Jacked, which claimed to be the most diverse community for gay, bi, trans, and queer people around the globe. In simpler terms, it was a Tinder app for the LGBTQ community. That's where a 17-year-old named Bryson Orr made contact with Ishwa with the intent of hooking up. MIKO would drive with his friend to pick up the 17-year-old, and when he got in the car, MIKO alleges he asked to be taken to Walmart. The three would enter the Walmart and Bryson would steal cough medicine before going into the bathroom where he ingested it. The cough medicine was known as triple C's and is commonly abused by teens to get a euphoric effect. The three drove to another location to buy marijuana before going to the hotel room that was under Ishwa's name. That's where Ishwa and Bryson smoked while MIKO watched, and according to MIKO, Bryson started to twerk naked on the bed after. That's when the three of them engaged in consensual sex. After they did what they did, they noticed 17-year-old Bryson was bleeding from his rectum. Bryson would clean himself in the shower before being driven home by MIKO and Ishwa, who knocked on the door of Bryson's home, but nobody answered. Bryson decided to check his brother's car door, which was unlocked, so he sat in the car and waved MIKO and Ishwa off. It wasn't until the next day when Bryson's mom returned home from an out-of-town business trip that Bryson claimed he'd been raped. He'd spent the morning and afternoon with his brother, but failed to mention anything about an assault. That same day, the Suwannee Police Department would respond to the hotel room, arresting 22-year-old Ishwa Long for aggravated sodomy. Police would arrive at MIKO's parents' house, next to which MIKO fled out of the back of the home, evading a police pursuit that involved canines. Within a short amount of time, he was able to disconnect his phone, abandon his car, and quit his loss prevention job. When contacted by detectives, MIKO claimed there'd been a death in the family, and MIKO would remain at large for the next 2 years until capture in March of 2020. Now, the victim claimed to have a much different experience with MIKO worldwide than the one MIKO would eventually share in his defense. It turns out that all three men had met a month prior to this incident, and all three of them admitted to it. During that time, they'd smoke, and the victim gave oral sex to MIKO, which would be used in MIKO's defense as a clear indication of consent in a previous interaction. But in this interaction, the victim claimed to have blacked out. He started off by saying it was MIKO who contacted him through the dating app using a fake name and profile picture. He asked if he wanted to do meth, to which he agreed. He admitted to stealing the cough medicine as MIKO and Ishwa watched him take it in the bathroom, and when they got back to the hotel room, they asked him if he'd ever smoked angel dust. He was handed a blunt he believed contained marijuana, which caused him to lose consciousness. As he came in and out of consciousness, he realized he was being choked from behind and sodomized by MIKO. Bleeding from his rectum, he was taken to the shower in the hotel room before being driven and left on the porch of his home as he was unable to walk. A medical examination would find a 3-centimeter anal tear within his body. Ishwa Long, MIKO's co-defendant, would end up taking a plea deal in the case for a lesser charge of cruelty, in which he admitted to throwing away the bloody sheets from the hotel room. The statement he gave to detectives would align with the statement given by the victim. The victim, who said he was raped, would say he required MIKO and Ishwa to wear condoms, which shows initially he consented to sex. But what he didn't consent to was waking up only to be choked unconscious by MIKO, who was penetrating him. With MIKO in the county jail without bond, MIKO's defense would file a motion for bond reconsideration. Initially, it was determined MIKO posed a flight risk, as he'd obviously been captured in another country and the courts were aware of his YouTube channel. A fugitive report would state that after he was captured, MIKO engaged in a physical altercation with customs or an ICE official in Colombia, causing him to have to be removed from the plane that was extraditing him and resulting in Gwinnett County having to pay for a private plane to bring him to the US. During that flight, MIKO would brag about his channel and his freedom while having warrants for his arrest, causing his bond to be denied. His defense would argue that MIKO had been in jail for over 6 months without incident. MIKO had been attacked by an inmate but did nothing to defend himself other than stopping the inmate from further harming him. His defense would say MIKO fled the country in fear of punishment for the crime he was accused of, but he had no intention of fleeing again. His lawyer would also detail MIKO's background. He'd worked for the past 5 years in retail loss prevention, a job based on identifying suspicious customers and preventing theft. MIKO also had previous experience in law enforcement, but the lawyer obviously didn't want to bring up MIKO's past arrest, in which he was charged with impersonating an officer. Back in 2013, MIKO was a part of a group causing a disturbance within a restaurant. When police responded, MIKO identified himself as a police officer, but refused to provide identification. He'd further informed the officer he was POST certified, which stands for Peace Officer Standards and Training. POST is a training program meant to raise the training level of law enforcement officers. MIKO had also received tactical squad basic training, basic correctional officer training, pepper spray training, mental health training, and a community service response team certification. It was during this 2013 case MIKO wrote a letter to the judge detailing his education, employment history, and community outreach skills. He'd recently graduated with his undergraduate degree in criminal justice technology, stating his growing passion for criminal justice. He spoke on working closely with many police officers due to his role as a retail loss prevention detective, and he'd even participated in the Atlanta Police Department's marathon, raising awareness and funding for Crime Stoppers. But back to his other case. MIKO's lawyer would tell the judge of his degree in criminal justice and how MIKO was very close to being hired as a federal law enforcement agent with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency when this incident occurred. His lawyer also brought up how the victim initially said he was raped, and 29 minutes into the interview stated he required MIKO and his co-defendant to wear condoms. MIKO's lawyer would tell the judge MIKO has no prior history of sexual misconduct, other than a 2012 case out of Fulton County in which MIKO was charged with sexual battery. The case was disposed without conviction, and details regarding the case were unavailable. The state brought up that 2 other agencies from another country were investigating MIKO having been involved with another child, but details couldn't be provided. The judge decided MIKO was still a flight risk and denied his bond. MIKO would remain in jail for a total of 14 months before taking a plea deal in May of 2021. Specifically, he'd take an Alford plea, in which the defendant, aka MIKO, maintains innocence and does not admit to the criminal act he's accused of, but admits that the prosecution has sufficient evidence to persuade a judge or jury to find him guilty, so he agrees to be treated as guilty. The negotiated sentence would be 5 years probation with early termination in 3 years, and he'd be guilty of only aggravated assault, with the state agreeing to drop the charge of sodomy. He'd be given 14 months credit for his time served in jail, and if he filed to terminate his probation with 75 to 80% of his sentence completed, the state would not oppose, meaning he could be off probation in less than 3 years. It was explained to MIKO that if he was to take the charges to trial and lose, he'd face a possible 25 to life in prison for sodomy and a possible 20 years for aggravated assault. MIKO, the state, and the judge would accept the plea, and MIKO was found guilty of aggravated assault. Within the following month, MIKO would return to YouTube, and over the next few months would begin blogging his journeys through some of Atlanta's most dangerous neighborhoods before transforming his channel into a hood vlog channel in which he travels city to city, state to state, giving an inside look into some of America's most dangerous neighborhoods, as those featured in the videos would flex guns and proclaim gang affiliations. All of this was being done with many not knowing or claiming to not know MIKO's criminal history up until MIKO would link with China Mac. China Mac would be the first to publicly ban MIKO worldwide from New York, while MIKO would respond with another hood vlog, this time in Riverdale, Georgia.
Hey man, China Mac, hey, let's shout out China Mac, man.
Fuck you, nigga.
What's up, man?
Fuck you, nigga. I'm a real blood, nigga.
You not good out here,
you,
boy.
Nigga.
You not good out
nigga.
here, boy.
Now I'm just as confused as everyone else by the blood throwing up a pitchfork, so I decided to reach out. He's apparently a rapper named King Joey Cadell with a song with Dave East.
Hold on. I got a song with Dave East, bitch.
I told him I'd be putting him in the video I'm doing on MIKO's charges, and when I asked if he knew of his charges, he replied with something about a 17-year. You know what I was doing at 17? Now I don't even want to know what you was doing at 17 if you co-signing what the other 17-year-old was doing. He'd mentioned Duty Low, who previously faced allegations against a child, but was never actually charged. And apparently MIKO pulling up to his hood is enough verification that MIKO is a real one. A picture posted to Instagram by the rapper Monster Blue would show him and all the GDs happy as hell to be next to MIKO worldwide, and Monster Blue would even go as far as saying China Mac was banned from Atlanta. What's crazy is I don't think the majority of these hoods knew the extent of MIKO's case, but apparently these guys did, and either didn't care about his charges or just wanted the clout of being on his channel. The fact that they're throwing up gang signs and showing weapons while a law enforcement trained, criminal justice degreed, and damn near federal agent cameraman records them is fucking crazy, because any and everything seen in those videos could easily be used against them in the same hood that they want to show off. Now, it's clear MIKO isn't a pedophile based on his conviction, but the only thing that saved him from a statutory rape charge is the fact that the age of consent in Georgia is only 16. Had he been convicted in Florida or many other states, he'd be a full-blown convicted sex offender with charges against a minor. Pleading out to aggravated assault, MIKO was convicted of choking a 17-year-old boy from behind, and the thought of a 27-year-old engaging in any sexual act with a 17-year-old still doesn't sit right, whether it's a boy or a girl. But these are the facts of MIKO's case, coming directly from the paperwork. It's now up to the viewers to decide if MIKO is a genuine hood vlogger, or if the origins of his channel was a facade as investigated by law enforcement agencies. Now, this whole case is wild, and everything that I was able to dig up is publicly available for a little bit of money. You know what I mean? But come to find out, MIKO is or was a fan of my channel, and we spoke. I put a post on my community post saying I was gonna do a video covering his case. He left a comment saying I was ignoring his calls on Instagram. We spoke on Instagram. He wanted to clear up the fact that he wasn't a pedophile, but as far as everything else, there wasn't much he could say. Now, I'm gonna let this be known. There's nothing wrong with being gay, bi, or anything else that falls under the LGBTQ, etc., etc. Nothing wrong with that. But transparency is everything, right? When you're just telling people you beat a case and you pled out, you're not telling people the full gist of what the case actually was. A lot of these places you're going to show vlogs is showing gang members that obviously live a certain life by a certain set of rules. And a lot of the things that we talked about in this case, from whatever happened in that hotel room to MIKO even being police trained, police certified, damn near a federal agent, none of that would be accepted for any of the people that follow that code, right? Any of these so-called gang members. So that's why it's wild to see these last gang members openly embracing everything that MIKO is accused of. And we're gonna see how things transpire after this, if he's still welcomed in these hoods, and if y'all still feel that he's a genuine hood vlogger. But me personally, hearing that he was 27 and his victim was 17, I really wouldn't give a fuck what it was. Even if you're 27 fighting a 17-year-old, I'm gonna view that shit as lame because of the age gap. I could give a fuck about the consent. But the fact that George's consent is only 16, he was able to skate without being a sex offender. It just comes down to morals and principles on if you're willing to accept somebody that's entertained some shit like that. And as far as the blood, throwing up the pitchfork and telling China Mac he'll get him fucked by the Crips. Anyways, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Hey, that pussy ass nigga ain't pulling up, nigga. Let go, nigga. What's up, nigga? Pussy ass nigga, we ready, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Pussy ass nigga. Fuck all y'all niggas, man. I'll kill all y'all niggas, bro. Let's go. What's up, man? Fuck y'all bitch ass niggas, man. We outside right now, nigga. Let's go, bitch ass nigga. Yo, what time is it, man? What's up? Don't look so serious, nigga. Huh?
I didn't sign anything.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all niggas. Fuck y'all niggas.
Man, MIKO Worldwide is taking an L right now. He's taking a huge L. All right, so the thing about him and the whole thing about the situation is that with China Mac calling him out, miLkTv calling him out, and Alex from StreetTV, sorry, calling him out. With that happening, the paperwork getting exposed, I believe he's starting to feel the pressure now. My intention of making my video was to bring light that he had these charges against him. He had all this paperwork and everything that was surfaced and that was easily accessible for people. And for him to be going into hoods and be going into all these spaces with, like, you know, supposed gangsters, thugs, gang members, or whatever you want to call them, right, was weird to me. And especially the fact that none of them knew about this or like researched him or did anything, you know, to the effect of really vetting him. You know what I'm saying? I had found out from my homeboy that was in a video that he took down here when he was in Houston. So with that being said, it's like, how many other people, you know what I mean? By the way, somebody from that video, a couple of people from that video, what happened after he took that video is he, you know, left, flew to some other state and started doing, you know, his thing there. So wouldn't you know that some of those guys on the corner got arrested? You know what I mean? Not too long ago, probably like a week ago. 6 cop cars ran down on the store, arrested them. So yeah, my thing is, with him getting called out, and especially with China Mac, and I think it's because his platform and because of his notoriety and everything like that, that of course people are going to hear him, you know what I mean, and listen. My comments in the last video that I made about MIKO, oh my god, bro, like some of the people, Jesus Christ, like what are y'all on, bro? The fact that he has the charges forced sodomy, aggravated assault, and then there's paperwork, statement of facts, different cases, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you argue that? And then how are you saying, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna still support da da da? What are you supporting?
What's up? What's happening? Put your fucking hand down, nigga. Yeah. Y'all see what fucking time it is, man. We outside with it. Let's go. Let's go with it. Hey, why you so cute looking at me like that? Why you so sexy looking at me like that? I don't know, but you sexy as fuck. For real. Damn. What you doing out here right now? Y'all got a hotel? Y'all stay out here?
I live here.
Huh?
I live here.
You live here? For sure, for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That what's up?
Where you from?
Hey, we staying there. We in a hotel out here, for real.
For what?
Give me a kiss. What? Hey, what y'all got going on? No, I ain't after that. She crazy. Look, listen. I make $300,000 this. Listen, I'm a fucking YouTuber. Listen, MIKO Worldwide, Hood Vlog.
You didn't put me on your camera, did you?
No. Listen, I'm the #1 hood vlogger in all of Atlanta. So you gotta check me out. For real, I'm doing my fucking thing. But for real, you doing your fucking thing because you riding in a Range Rover. Hey, my nigga, what's up, bro? You doing your thing. Salute to you, my nigga. Yo. Yeah. Hey, the only bet on the corner is mine right there. You see that motherfucker? Hey, yeah. What are you doing, sir? Yo, we outside with it, man. MIKO Worldwide shit. You know the fucking vibes, man. What's good? How y'all doing? Y'all looking beautiful. Hey, we outside with it, man. MIKO Worldwide shit. Hey, pull up if you want to, nigga. Pull up if you want to, nigga. Hey, happy your daughter. Hey, Hey, fuck y'all New York ass niggas, man. Y'all some pussy ass niggas, man. I'll kill y'all niggas, man. What's up, nigga? Pull up, nigga. We out here, MIKO Worldwide shit, man. We outside, nigga. Come on, y'all think y'all playing, nigga. Come on, man. Y'all think y'all tough. Hey. Yo.
Honestly, what are you supporting? Oh, I'm supporting him getting these up-and-coming rappers. He's putting out their music. He's doing everything for them. No, he's not. Going to somebody's space for one day and recording them and then saying, oh, yeah, what's your music? Anybody can do that. That's not necessarily helping the community. Again, I've stated this in a community post. Alex from StreetTV, Street Gangs, as he was actually in the community. When he went to go and interview some of these gang members or some of these individuals that were heavily associated or, you know, part of these gangs, he kept in contact with them, you know what I mean, wrote them in jail, did like all kinds of different things, whole stories about these individuals. It wasn't a clout thing. It wasn't, oh yeah, well, I can go here and I'm good anywhere because da-da-da. It wasn't that for him. So when I watch his videos, I'm thinking of somebody who's professional and somebody who's actually trying to make a difference, not somebody who's essentially trying to make a mockery or infiltrate the hood in terms of making money. You know what I mean? You'll see in this most recent clip from his Instagram story, obviously he deleted a lot, but he was drunk. He went out he was in New York, all right? China Mac, again, called him out on these charges and these other things, as he should, right? Says he can't come back. So I guess MIKO Worldwide called himself coming back to New York or whatever. So he drove there and went to a gay pride, it looked like block party to me, right? So he's at this block party and he's just putting his camera in everybody's face. Well, first of all, he's out there with a gun, right? So he's in the public, in the street in New York, right? And he's on live and he, you know, has a pistol and he's yeah, nigga, I'm outside, I'm outside. And then I guess puts his gun up and then flips the camera around and starts recording people. So it's like, so you were brandishing in public. I don't know about New York gun laws, but I mean, as far as Texas, you can't really just brandish a gun like that. And then for two, you're threatening people and walking and harassing people as you're doing so. So I don't know, bro. This shit's crazy to me. This guy, I think he's gonna lose it. He's a loose cannon, and it's unfortunate for him that the paperwork and everything that's available shows exactly what it is and who he is that everybody is saying. You know what I mean? Like, why would you be so flippant and so aggressive in that approach as to go to a gay pride block party and essentially be like trying to challenge people and shit? That's crazy, dog. On live, on your story, whatever the case, you know what I mean? So you know, dude's lost, man, and I think we're gonna see him implode on himself pretty shortly.
What it is and what it ain't, Honey Gang. This your boy Honey Gang CEO, and the CEO has approved this. And today we got that boy MIKO Worldwide, aka PEDO-MIKO, aka Officer MIKO. This man got Atlanta taking so many L's it don't make sense. Now he got Pyrus out of Atlanta looking too fake out here. I'm sorry, Atlanta, but y'all gotta take this L as a whole. He got this Pyru out here claiming to be GD, claiming to be Nipsey Hussle cousin, claiming to have Crips on his side. I don't know what it is, but this man right here seems like he on something besides that good gas. So check out this video and let me know how you feel about the entire situation in the comments. And if you're part of Honey Gang, drop them hundreds. I'm out.
Reaction, make a nigga blaze hot. Draco with a dirty glow. Minute block, he there now. Walk down with like 100 shells. Damn, oh God.
Somebody gotta get told to the floor, nigga. My mama, nigga.
China Mac, you is not no blood. I'm good out west and I'm good in the east. I'm good in the Midwest. My granddaddy a Maine 21. So whoa, you is not no blood. I will kill either. I will call Inglewood, nigga. I will call the fruit. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I know 9 deuce, nigga. I know motherfucking 6 murder. I know 9 track. I call him in prison right now. They have you booty rape, nigga. Son of Mac, you wanna call this nigga a child molester? I have you butt fucked, nigga, by the Crips. My cousin is Nipsey motherfucking Hussle. You got me up. Son of Mac. I don't even got no strap, nigga. I'm butt ass naked. This my side. I'm from Riverdale. My big homie is B motherfucker. Look, bro, I really do E5, bro. I really got a baba. My baba put a spell on me, bro. And I know when niggas touch children, bro. I got more children than you can count, my nigga. This nigga right here did not do that shit, bro.
MIKO, look what we doing.
This a good nigga, bro. This a good nigga, bro.
Look what we doing.
Hey man, trying to match. Hey, let's shout out trying to match, man.
Fuck you, nigga.
What's up, man?
Fuck you, nigga. I'm a real blood, nigga.
You not good out
Fuck
here,
you,
boy.
nigga.
You not good out here, boy.
Fuck you, nigga. Oh, hold on. I got a song with Dave East, bitch. I get you knocked by the Crips, nigga. Fuck all the real members, yeah. Whoop that boy, them motherfuckers.
Hey, don't bring your ass to Atlanta, boy. I'm telling you, it ain't healthy for you, boy.
Big homie said, the big motherfucker said it. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Ishmael gang, north, south, east, west, the deal. Y'all already know the script. Let's take them 7.4 seconds and get our mind right before we get into this. YouTube watchers, if this your first time on the login, make sure you smash your subscribe and your like button before we begin. Don't be no unsubscribed recurring viewer Gilligan. Come on. Y'all already know the script. We about to get a reaction with the most grooviest view cracking real quick. Now, 7.4 days ago, I did a reaction video on an individual named MIKO Worldwide. Now, this individual is like what they would call themselves hood bloggers, I don't know, however they label themselves, but I label them as helpers for the elite alphabet boys. You know, the FBI. Go in the hoods, find desperate people, give them a little dough, act like to YouTube that they didn't pay them and they just was able to go in there and record all of that or whatever though. But yeah, so I reacted to him because he came up on my radar. You know, he was alleged and accused of some crazy stuff in his past. He was charged out here and out the country. So I did a video speaking on that. Now, I'm about to react to one of his hood vlogs. It's a crazy girl, a girl flirting crazy, I guess, with him in the craziest hood, I guess, in the Dominican Republic. It got sent to me. They said react to this. This is crazy low. So I'm gonna react to it. Y'all gonna do the same in the comment section. Come on.
Yeah, make it pop, like make it watchable, you know? Yeah. Okay. Show me. She got a photo of me, I think. Ay. Okay, tell them who you is.
It's already getting freaky, like soon as he walk up, he talking about, I think she got a picture of me. He sound like a child. I think my middle school crush got a picture of me. Like weirdo type activity already going on. That's that Gilligan activity, the Gilligan activity. Now, 7.4 seconds after that, he get to like, you know, showing her whole frame on the camera before he even really got her name, before he done introduced her, like anything like I ain't even heard him ask her age. But he's showing the whole frame on this camera, gang. Gang, that's crazy. That's a little weird, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just trying to make that clear, come on.
¿Cuál es tu nombre? Okay, aquí es bueno in Charamicos?
Yeah.
It's bueno, good. It's more bueno now that I met you. You are beautiful. Oh my God.
Man, the title saying the girl crazy flirting I guess with him, but it looked like he crazy flirting with her from what I could see. Now, what I don't understand is, as I look at this video, and I look at that other individual that he talking to, that is not like a woman. That's not a young woman. That is a young child, bro. That look like a 15-year-old girl, bro. You know how I know she young too? Because she ain't even shaved her mustache on top of her lip. She's that young. She's that young where she ain't even shaved the little shadow of the mustache on her lip. That's a child that he's sitting there talking about, my day is more bueno since I met you. Come on, bro. You supposed to be asking age and all type of shit like that. You sitting out there thirsty as fuck. The stuff you was alleged to do, this is just icing on the cake. Come on, fool. Like, what is you doing? Y'all let me know. Am I tweaking or not? But how old do that girl look? How old, is she a girl or woman? How old does she look? Because I think like 15. Probably just turned 15. Yeah. On the road to 16, but she 15 in my eyes. Come on.
What?
¿Tu primera vez en República?
Me?
Ajá.
No.
¿Sabes? No. Primera vez tú vienes aquí.
Me vivía en Bate. Sí, pero mucho tiempo aquí en Charamicos. Mucho tiempo aquí en Charamicos. Sí. Es bueno. Okay. Oh. Bueno. You can do it? You know how to do that?
Y yo la hago, yo.
Wow.
This is crazy. You really got somebody doing a hood vlog, two grown ass men. And what it appears to be right here is they linking up with two children, two little young teenage girls. And the girls, I mean, they acting like how they supposed to act, like kids, like children. You feel me? I guess they acting accordingly, low. But this is scary, bro. This is crazy, bro. Like these two grown ass men. Imagine if them was your kids or your kin. It shouldn't even have to be your kids or your kin. That's just a kid, period. I don't even want to have to really begin on this subject, Lo, but come on.
Bruce
Look at you so.
Yo, I love these hood vlogs. You never know what's gonna happen, you know?
Why you keep saying it?
What?
Hood joke like that. Why you saying it?
Because you know I do videos like
It's a vlog.
like top 3 places to eat. But these are special, bro.
What's special about it?
They just raw.
And you always got that one individual who trying to show out in front of the broads. Why you keep saying the hood vlog and all that? Why you keep saying that? Like, why you have to say that if you know that's what he said and this is part of the video? This still that Gilligan activity, but I had to point out that Gilligan activity as well. Like, you already, like, you trying to show out in front of the women like that. Oh, why you keep saying hood vlogs, you know, it's just the block and all that. You know, he talking to the vlog, like to a camera, to like whoever watching the video, low. That was just Gilligan ass activity as well. I pointed it out too, come on.
Bro, like you never know like what's gonna, you know? It's like unedited, uncut. You know, you just never know what's gonna pop off. So, tienes WhatsApp? Oh, bueno, perfecto. Sí. En noche, you come to mi casa. So we talk. You do my hair. Okay? ¿A qué hora? What is a qué hora? Right now?
¿Sabes? Yo aquí salgo a las 9 de la noche.
Okay.
Entonces yo puedo ir a las 9, después que salga de aquí yo puedo ir.
Okay.
Pero
he already trying to get her to his casa. Like, if you needed your hair braided, which I don't think you should be going to a child to get your hair braided, but I guess you trying to act like this ain't a little girl. Like, this could be your daughter. Like, for real though. Like, and if you was really getting your hair braided, why you can't do it right there on that porch, love? You go to my casa, you braid my hair. That sounded a little strange right there, bro. Why does she gotta go to your casa To get that little, you only got like some little ass hair on your head. You looking like a character off the Lilo and Stitch. For real, you looking like Patrick from SpongeBob and shit. I ain't lying, bro. Why she gotta go to your house to get your hair braided, bro? And it's still not popping in your head like bing bing. Like this is a child. She look a little young. Or you don't care, you just trying to have fun. Come on.
You can describe me. Sí. And then I'll respond. Okay, bueno. Good, good. Look, come out here. You're so beautiful. Come here. Oh my God. Do a little. Ay, ay, ay. Mi amor. So beautiful. Your girlfriend, like, yeah, all right. All right. Yo, so what else? You gotta tell me, like. Yeah, like. Me? Siento? Okay, bueno. I'm not gonna pass that up. Oh shit, I almost died, bro. Yo, you gotta hold this. You gotta keep people in frame.
She don't want to be in there.
You see the girl right there in the white tank top, like you could tell by her energy, she's a little like feeling off, uncomfortable. Like she's feeling kind of like bubbly gutted in the stomach. She just feeling weird. Like soon as he sat right there, she got up. Like, she ain't trying to sit by him. It's something about him that she don't like. And then what I'm saying, if she told you to sit down, why would you sit down if she ain't braiding your hair right there? Like, shouldn't you be having the woman sit down? Like, shouldn't she sit down? You could stand up, low. You're a man, right, bro? But I just can't understand this, bro. Like, he don't know that that's a little girl. Come on.
What? She don't. Oh, but you beautiful too. Look.
But you don't want to be in it. Bro, I don't need your help. That's one thing that'll always happen. Don't do that. I'm not that guy.
Come here. Okay, sit. Talk to me. So tell the people. All right, baby. So for New Year's, help me with this Spanish.
Man, I'm not lying, bro. That looked like a father talking to his child. I'm being honest, and if my daughter is like 15 years old, I really don't want her sitting on my lap. I'm just like, that's how I am with that. You know, everybody is different, bro, but when a child, especially a girl, get 15, I'm not going to be kissing my son on his lips and shit like that either, though. But that looked like a child with her father, though. And he's sitting right there violating that little ass girl. Got her on his lap. Ain't even asked her age or nothing like that. Like, for real, though, I'm just serious, bro. This shit is real and it's crazy. Imagine if that was your kin folks. Your little sister, bro. Your people. Imagine that. Your child. That shit ain't okay with me. It don't gotta be my child for it not to be okay with me. That shit ain't okay with me, period, bro. That's a child acting like a child and he taking advantage of that situation, bro. He know it. He can tell she young in the brain. And he taking advantage on it. On Ishmael gang, he is, low. This shit is crazy. Like, come here and sit on my lap. Like, you know what you was doing, bro. Like you could have avoided all that. Like, you a grown man. You could have avoided that whole situation, though. But you doing it because you know her brain ain't even developed all of you playing on her. Come on.
For in 2 días, aquí is fiesta. Like.
¿Y cuánto te va?
¿Cuánto?
¿Cuántos días tú vas a durar aquí?
Yeah, un mes más aquí. Pero I've been aquí for like 4 meses. Yeah, viví aquí por 4 meses. En maybe un mes más. 2 meses más. Sí. Bueno. Ay. Mommy.
Wait, did y'all not catch that? The other individual he was with, bro. The girl that was standing up with the white tank top on, bro. He went over there and violated her space. He went like this, and I don't know if that's her chain or whatever the case is, bro, but he act like he fixing it. You not her mother or her man or her sibling, low. Like, what is you doing? You trying to rearrange stuff next to her chest, which is like real close to her breast. Like, you all up in her privacy and her space. Where I come from, I will call that like rape. Straight up, bro. Don't be invading no woman's space like that. That's weirdo shit. Y'all ain't cool. Y'all don't even know each other, bro. Then you look like that could be... Damn, I almost burned my hat with that Gilligan. Man, this shit... Bro, this shit is crazy. He like touching right here, bro. That's close to her chest. That's crazy. Come on, bro.
Good turn. Look, it's turn. It's Charamikos. Welcome to Charamikos. Nah, you beautiful. I like your hair.
Bro, he just made like moaning noises and told her to turn around. Like, turn around. Like, what type of weirdo shit is going on with this clown? This shit is sick. Like, you violating her on camera and you still don't know that this is a child? Are you sick? Man, come on.
Yeah. Show him your hair. Let him see. Bueno. Wow.
Yeah. So I hit you up.
Wow, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Okay.
Pues sí, sabe, yo después que de aquí yo voy a tener agua.
Okay.
Tú me escribes entonces.
Bye.
Está bien.
Nice to meet you. Okay. How you say? Nice to meet you.
Muevan ahorita.
Ahorita, sí. Okay, bueno. Later. Yeah. Good stuff. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
I do know the vibes. The vibes is strange, creepy, and freaky. And when I mean freaky, that's not in a groovy way. That's in a very disturbing, strange, and creepy ass way. Like, you a Gilligan ball. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. You going around to, like, you know, a poor area like in the slums preying on little girls, Lo. That's what this seemed like the vibes is to me. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know. But from what I'm seeing right here, you just violated a child in my eyes, Lo. That is a little girl, bro. You ain't playing fair. You could tell her brain ain't there. And you took advantage of that, bro. Come sit on my lap. Turn around on camera and do all that. Type of weird ass shit. That's close to child pornography. Like, what is going on? I'm serious as hell. This shit ain't groovy. Come on.
We gotta get you on. Carlos, hold this. Hold this. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. I'm not a young bull, dog. I don't need nobody to do that for me. Okay, mommy. I'm gonna scrap you. Alright? Okay, bueno. Yo. Yo, bro, I almost hooked you up, bro. Like, listen, I know you need the help, bro. I know you. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I was not
look
yesterday.
Look, I know Carlos don't need no.
There's only one face on my passport, cuz. I don't need nobody help me do nothing.
Yo.
Just remember, you got.
I'm gonna use that line.
You got 4 months in here, Doug. I got years.
This time.
I got years.
This
I'm
time.
good. It wasn't here. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Is it? Nah, Doug. Trust me.
Yeah, this MIKO individual is one strange Gilligan. I'm not gonna lie, like the stuff he was alleged and accused of, bro, was disturbing already. You know, doing stuff to children, like kids, for real, bro. All you gotta do is Google his name with charges. Google the YouTube name and put charges or whatever. Do your homework, but go do the research. Like, he was accused of that shit and charged out here in Atlanta. And out the state, out there, I guess, like out the country in Dominican Republic. I don't want to get the name wrong on that one though, but he was, bro. I just ain't even got around to that video before I had to do this reaction though. Now he done went out here to the, you know, a poor area out there in the trenches, like the real slums, and found a girl that was young and preyed on her, bro. So it's like the stuff you was accused of, it has to be true, bro. This is like the icing on the cake. This is like the mix in the pudding that make it great, for real. This is like for real, like this is like hitting a nail on the head. It is crazy, bro, that people not seeing this or they just don't care. people don't care no more. This shit that ain't cool. I don't know like what's the age and the consent shit out there, but out here that shit ain't gonna slide, bro. And then you coming out here, bro. You probably coming out here getting in all type of young girls' DMs and Facebook messengers and Snapchats and all type of shit like that. And then you just told her you was gonna subscribe. Subscribe to what? You subscribing to a minor OnlyFans? Like, what is you subscribing to, bro? Y'all can't tell me that girl look like she even over 18, like, let alone 17. That look like a 15-year-old girl, bro. And that shit is sick. He look like a creep, boy. I'm telling you, he look like he look like something off of the Lilo and Stitch. He look like Patrick off of SpongeBob and shit. He weird looking. He look like Sandy off of SpongeBob. This shit is crazy, bro. Oh, they lying on me, they lying on me, they lying on me. How they lying on you in these videos like this? You can't tell me that was an adult in this video. Real shit. And then you violated her, got her turning around on camera, sitting on your lap. All that shit is weird as fuck to me, Jack. Like, I got nieces, little cousins, and just in general, low. Like, for a grown man in America, where I'm from, that shit just weird to me, bro. Like, out here, like, it's weird, period, to people. You just like Minor Mouse. Yeah. MIKO Mouse. Minor MIKO Mouse. Yeah, y'all should do a collab video, love. 2 YouTubers that like them young, love. This shit is crazy, bro. Like, what do y'all think about this? For real. Like, is this groovy? Like, how old do this girl look? Like, y'all gotta drop y'all comments right now and don't be shook. Look, go subscribe to MILK videos as well. That's gonna be my second channel, look. I'm gonna start uploading every day once y'all give me the 10K. Subscribe to this channel too if you haven't. I don't know why. And go hit the post notification, MILKTv. Make sure yours is smashed too, my guys. Look, MILK4, that's my Instagram. Go follow me right now, look. And remember, you gotta get your mind right all the time into the next video. Well, I'm talking about the next MILK videos. I'm out of here, low.
So we don't want to give haters too much attention, right? But I had to address that shit because that shit was some bullshit. Whoever pulled that move. Hey, but look, if you in the South, man, you don't got nothing to worry about with my videos and guns. I honestly don't see a problem with it. It's just we hearing from people that's on the other side of the U.S., like the West Coast, like New York or in the North, where they're not allowed to have guns. Some people don't even understand the laws in the South that you're allowed to have guns. You can open carry, you can do whatever you want. Matter of fact, a cop can't even stop you and ask you if you're a felon with a gun. He can't even do it legally. So what I'm saying is, man, fuck the haters, fuck the bullshit. My videos are solid, ain't nobody ever been indicted, you good. No, my videos ain't never been used in court, you good. And just don't believe the lies and the hate, man. Like, let me be an example to show you how fucked up this world is. Hey, here's another thing, man. I'm a civilian cameraman. I'm a civilian videographer. I'm the same as the motherfucker that's showing up to record your music video. The only difference is that motherfucker ain't got no clout. I got mad clout. So y'all pay me a little bit more to come to help you and to get you hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of views. That motherfucker can't do that. So that's why I'm in your hood in the first place. It's to help you, not to hurt you. It's never my intention or goal to ever hurt you. And nobody's ever been hurt from my video. Take it as fact. And so I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. Just know that when I'm in your hood, it's not just that I popped up. It's 9 times out of 10, not every time, but 9 times out of 10, you or somebody in your hood pay me to be there. So it's all respect. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep doing what we doing. Don't let the haters get the best of us. And that's it, man. Fuck the bullshit.
Go watch this jump. This is 2 people I know got locked up out the MIKO Worldwide. This #1. And they got this video off YouTube, I seen. And I watched that video of him one day. Cause the first time he did it, he shot him he shot a video when they was downtown. So I guess it was like the police probably needed more information. So he shot another video of the nigga. Then I looked it up.
It's a video of this nigga, see? David Clay. That's the nigga that was Slaughter gang. He was, I don't know if he was like, but he was affiliated with them and shit. 21 in them. So this one person that got locked up, this nigga right here, free that guy, man. This the second video. This like the video he came back for to get information type shit. That's what it seemed like to me from the inside, outside looking in. Him right there. This nigga was locked up after the MIKO Worldwide video. This one guy. You can look it up. This is a video on YouTube. Alright, we're gonna pause that. Boom. I'm gonna show y'all another guy that got locked up too after MIKO recorded. Shit crazy. And then I wanna show y'all another video that this video right here, make sure y'all check this one out. They was looking uncomfortable as shit. You could tell. Check this one out. He looked like he was on some police shit on this one, and he was going crazy, like he was uncomfortable as shit. So check him out. Check that one out. So no, it's a rock. Most of these jump. Check this one out right here. The one in Oakland. They was looking uncomfortable as shit. You could tell. And this one right here, I'm about to show y'all the other one. They was definitely looking wild. They was definitely looking they ain't even making past 5 minutes in the video. It's like they figured him out off the break. They started looking real uncomfortable. Definitely the fat one. He wasn't fucking with after that first part he was in, you ain't see him no more in the video. No more. He was on some police shit. And then him too, he was like, fuck that. MIKO kept trying to talk to him. He got hit. Like, man, this nigga on some police shit. So make sure y'all check this one out and see what I'm talking about. Just look at their vibes, man. Just check their vibes out. He doing all this police shit. Got niggas putting their guns up. Like I said, it was one video, he showing the nigga catching hits and all that shit. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he on some hot ass shit. All right, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna show you the other guy that got locked up after MIKO Worldwide jump for a shit show. Nigga from another guy from Atlanta named Rambo. He was on Central Drive. Like he was in, damn, I forgot what it's called. Stone Island. Nigga Rambo. Over there with, damn, what's his name, man? Over there with, Hood Rich Pablo Juan and all them used to be. Nigga Jug Rich Hat Hood and shit. Young nigga named Rambo. Yup, him right here. This one. This the guy got, let me show y'all. Nigga, he got locked up after MIKO Worldwide video, man. I'm quite sure they looking at other motherfuckers too. I'm telling you, that nigga the police, y'all. Check that nigga vibes out, man. That nigga be on police shit, the shit he be answering. Notice he don't know none of this slang or nothing. All this shit, y'all think he been new? He learning all this shit. Like, he just learning, like, the slang, all that shit. That nigga not from ATL for real, man. That nigga moved from Dominican Republic, came straight to ATL and started repping that shit like he been here. Just so people be like, what? When niggas ask you where you from, he can say ATL. Him right here, he got locked up after the MIKO Worldwide video too, man. Nigga Rambo, man. Make sure y'all check this out. Check they vibes too, man. Kid, that nigga the police, y'all. Fuck that nigga, man. Straight up.
Bulletproof. Yo, so MIKO said that he could come anywhere in New York. China Mac, you don't own New York. You can't tell dudes they can't come to New York. It don't work that. We civilians. Bro, is he drunk? You can't ban nobody. And then the guy that he's with, he found this Puerto Rican weirdo that say he used to live in New York or lives in New York. Who gives a fuck? Two weirdos. The video is gonna be sick tomorrow. I'm going ham on these dudes. So I'm letting them know upper hand because they be watching. They said in their video. One thing is that he asked them, yo, let me ask you something. These dudes that you record, when you look at them and you go to the neighborhoods, do they look dumb to you? Like, do they look like respectfully retarded? You get it? Where they can't comprehend it. He went, I'm gonna say no to that one. Bro, how would you take that? That right there, you can't come to New York, bro. This facts. It's not, oh, nobody can ban you. And then he said, China Mac can't ban nobody. That banning thing doesn't exist to regular civilians, right? Now check this out. Up to all that gets cleared. And then he said, and if whoever wants to record with me, I'm gonna, like me to record them and post them so they could get hundreds and thousands and millions of views. These dudes really think they big YouTubers. Like, they only watch themselves or this part of the internet, bro. Because some of my guys will laugh at you, bro. Even if you had 1 million subscribers. Subscribers, respectfully, are overrated, bro. Facts. So don't let these dudes fool you because they think that they know the internet. They don't know nothing. He got lucky recording. He hit an algorithm, and that's cool. I was happy for him up to all this happened. So now I get it why he's saying there's no paperwork. There's no paperwork. There's no paperwork. There's never paperwork, bro. Those type of dudes, they live their life like there has to be paperwork. Oh, it's not true. I was like that. But when it comes to that type of crime, nobody be calling the cops. A little KIDS is not calling Popo. His mother ain't calling Popo all the time because they don't want the embarrassment. They don't want their family to know, outsiders to know. I know. You know why? Because it happened in my family. It happened to me. I said it plenty of times on my channel years ago. Everybody knows that. I was abused as a kid, and people in my family have been also. And they came and told me, like, yo, Theo touched me. Theo touched my sister under her panties or whatever. Up to this day, I don't even think her pops know. The girl is grown now. She's like 20-something. The dude that did all that, he died. I don't know how he died. A lot of things happened when she told me. You heard? But that's one thing we don't play out here in New York. Facts. So when he said the dudes want to record, if you want to record with me, I'ma charge them and then put your video up. My dude, at this point, any rapper, I wouldn't even record with MIKO. I don't care how many views it's gonna get. Nobody's gonna tie themselves with you, bro. That shit is a rap for you, my dude. Any rapper that comes out trying to rap hard and all that, and you're there recording, yo, he's on MIKO Worldwide, he's gonna be wrecked. Dime con quien anda, te diré quién eres. And that little Latino jelly bean dude next to you, he should have known better, bro. But he's a clout chaser, bro. He wants the audience. He said it. I don't care. This is a business. I'll let you sit next to me. I'm into this for the business, for the money. I said that from the beginning. But they two weirdos. They alike. Because he was looking at a video and he was like, oh yeah, when MIKO grabbed the girl's hand, he was like, yeah, what's up with the, when you feel the little in the hand, you know what time it is. Like, come here, mommy. You could tell he's a dirtbag. He's a sucio too. So it's two weirdos together that understand each other, because I think Homeboy had the same rumor about him or something like that. And you could tell he's a sucio, bro. Who the fuck is that dude? He has this little thing like out here, like a backwards crown. He got a New York City hat. He said he lived in the Bronx or whatever. My dude. Two weirdos talking about that nobody, no street dudes could tell MIKO or him or nobody. You could say that, but you don't own the street. Like, you can't ban nobody from New York. China Mac ain't got that much power. You're not gonna pull up to Brooklyn like that, to nowhere near where China Mac is at. You wanna see how much power, huh? These niggas over here, then you get smacked with a fortune cookie, respectfully, with a heavy one. Read your future. You must leave now. You are about to. Don't say it, War. Don't say it, War. Tomorrow's video is lit, though. We're gonna save it for that, bro, because I already get a little too crazy. This is the clown nose for you. But check it, bro. Homeboy laughed when he said that. And then he was charging $10 per question. And I get it. This is a business. We all know, right? Stop rubbing that in people's head, because you know what? Even my people here, I used to say that a lot. And I do say it a lot. And I could tell that it makes the audience, your viewers, mad. Because they be like, oh, I'm business, so you hustling me? They don't understand that, because they don't make content. So everything that they did in that video made him look worse. I would have never went and got that little Puerto Rican, whatever the fuck he is, right? Respectfully to him, right? Whatever. But he might have a cousin or a brother that's a G. You heard? Like, yo, what up, son? That's my cousin you was talking about yesterday, yo. And then I gotta fucking K-Flock him, you heard? Thanks. So anyway, Miko's there saying, I'm a civilian.
Mi amor. Damn, y'all shy in Vienna. Y'all shy. All right, let's rock, bro. Okay. Gracias anyway. Okay, bye. We need to see lady boys. Yo, that's y'all. You know how to do bachata? Bachata. Okay, look. We're gonna show you the bachata. Yo. Yo, you got it.
What it do, everybody? As promised, we got the live interview with your boy Gucci Mane. We got a few questions here we're gonna go over from a few of the subscribers. A few of you are here already that had a few questions. I see you here. It's going down, Big Super. Yeah, we're gonna give it like 2 or 3 minutes, like 1 minute before it starts. 5 people in the building. Appreciate everybody, rocking out with us. This video is now going to be, as you can see, I ain't even got a cut or anything like that. We just bringing it to y'all as promised. The live interview. I ain't even do my pre-recorded one, I'm not going to lie. But I did speak to him. I got the whole breakdown. I saw, little parts he might not want to put in. So I have that for the future, so at the nighttime, whenever we go over it, anything y'all want to ask me, or he didn't really do this, he really did that, we're going to have it for y'all. Wanted to give a special out to my guy, LL, you don't know, the Sanchez Corporation, for that love y'all saying Gucci. Le dije de esos 5,000 que usted le mandó, se lo voy a dar hoy, él se lo agradece, igual como yo le agradezco por el apoyo a todo el mundo que le manda eso. Yo voy a poner en el video, I'm gonna say this in English too in a second, I'm saying in Spanish because he here. En el video yo voy a poner un pin comment with the money that I've given him. Voy a poner un comentario pin que se queda arriba con todo el dinero que yo le entregué a él, que alguien le haya mandado o algo, porque no me quiero lucrar con él, simplemente queremos la versión del que salga, porque hay mucha gente que hacen cosas malas y ellos dicen su versión y todo el mundo le cree. The only reason I'm pointing out what I'm gonna give him on the pin comment is because he don't really know me, so I don't want him to feel like I'm doing this to benefit off of him, like any money that goes to him that I wouldn't have or anything like that. None of that, that's all gonna go to him. So in the pin comment, if you see I'm putting the amount of money, it's not to brag or anything, it's just so anybody that sends something can know their amount is there. If you don't see your amount, and on there you can comment, hey, but listen, I sent them this, I don't see that amount there, and so forth. All right, so let's get to it. Let me see. El plumo de plomero mío, ¿pa' cuándo, verdugo? Dame si te lo puedo dar aquí mismo, Ralph, y mala mía. No, en este no te lo puedo dar, pero cuando estemos en la computadora, recuérdamelo, cuando estemos en la computadora. A mi gente Soto, Ramón, yo creo que ayer, no vino con apellido Soto en el vaina, pero gracias por lo que me mandaste para la fría, muchas gracias. Okay, so let's start with the first question. It's gonna be English and Spanish, as y'all know, because we're live. He don't know English. I know a lot of y'all don't know the Spanish, so this is gonna be Spanglish. This is gonna be a little bit of both. So the first question, la primera pregunta que vino de la Comisión Sánchez. ¿Cómo primero conociste a Miko?
Bueno, lamentablemente, mi gente, ¿cuál fue ese?
Luis se llama él.
Luis, ¿no es verdad?
Sí, primero. ¿Cómo fue la primera vez que tú lo conociste?
Bueno, mi gente, primeramente Luis, yo conocí a Miko en Boca Chica, ¿ves? Yo estaba trabajando ahí en Boca Chica y lo conocí allá en Boca Chica. Y de ahí nosotros nos conocimos. Ya ustedes saben, no les voy a dar muchos detalles aquí en este video, pero vamos a ver si próximamente en el siguiente video le montamos la real, Luis.
Sí, este el de los detalles. O sea, tú no tienes que darle una pregunta.
No.
Simplemente tú lo puedes detallar. Tú le dices, no le digas mucho para esa, dile lo que tú me dijiste a mí, tú lo puedes decir. Todo lo que tú me dijiste a mí no es mucho.
No,
eso
claro.
está bien. Dile más o menos. Nada más esa pregunta, ¿cómo lo conociste? Y dónde estaba él, Iván, y cómo fue como primero se conocieron.
No, claro, él estaba ahí en el Bocana, en el restaurante de Boca Chica, en la playa. Yo lo conocí a él ahí, normal, tú sabes. Y de ahí nosotros le dimos a beber una fría para ir por un colmadón. Y ahí hablamos y nos conocimos ahí en Boca Chica.
Perfect. Question, all right, so he said he met him in the Bocana restaurant. He was in Boca Chica, the restaurant called Bocana. MIKO was there, he was there. MIKO approached him. First thing they did was drink a beer, and then he took it from there. Don't spam the questions right now, because I'm gonna finish these questions and then I'm going to the questions that we have in the chat. So give me a second. La pregunta 2. ¿Cuánto te ofreció? Sí te ofreció, o sea, en caso de que te haya ofrecido, para tú mostrarle a Villajuana, servirle de intérprete para ese viaje, antes de hacerlo, si te ofreció una cantidad.
No, lamentablemente él no me ofreció cuarto y casillo, sino que yo lo conocí a él en Boca Chica y él, tú sabes, me dio como 2,000 pesos para que, como un ejemplo, un favor que yo le hice, para llevarlo a conocer el barrio de todo, Villajuana, y hacer el video con él y de todo. Y de ahí nos fuimos para allá, para ver.
Perfect. So the question was, how much did he offer you, if he offered you, to show him around Villajuana and to be the translator? He said, no, he did not offer me anything. We just flowed. We went for the first thing we did. He offered them some money so he could show them around, so he could take them to get some money. He gave them around 2,000 pesos so he could show them around the Boca Chica area. Then from there, you know, they let on to going elsewhere. Pregunta 3, question 3. Para La Vega, ¿te ofreció cuarto antes de ir o te ofreció el teléfono como pago para hacer el viaje a La Vega?
Bueno, lamentablemente él no me dio cuarto y que así, pero sí él me estaba hablando realmente de comprarme un teléfono el otro día. Porque él me estaba preguntando si yo tenía teléfono y en esos días yo estaba batido de lechosa, no tenía teléfono ni nada.
All right, so he said he didn't really tell him about a payment, but he did, you know, he had given him some money before they went there, but for the La Vega trip, he did not offer him no money. He kind of came along. I might add 1 or 2 words because I spoke to him already, so I know what he means. He said he didn't offer him anything. He went with him, but obviously he was knowing he's going to make some money because he had already made some money off him before. So he said he ain't had no money at the moment, so he agreed to go along. Pregunta 4, question 4. El viaje al carnaval, ¿lo setearon antes de irse como un viaje de hacerlo en un día? Okay, no, I'm saying the question. Was the carnival trip set up as a one-day trip? And did he feel like it was it was prolonged on purpose, like it was made more than a day on purpose? La pregunta fue si el viaje a La Vega, si se fueron como que iban a ser de un día, iban a ir, iba a venir el mismo día, o si antes de ya sabían que iban a durar un par de días, o si tú te sientes que él iba a ser de un día y después te lo alargó después que estaban allá.
No, él me dijo a mí, nos vamos para La Vega y ese mismo día cuando terminemos, nosotros vamos con un Uber y nos vamos a ir de nuevo para Boca Chica. Y después cuando estábamos allá, fue que él nos metió el cuento y me involucró, dije, para quedarnos hasta el otro día. Pero para mí que nosotros no íbamos a ir para Boca Chica el mismo día antes que terminemos.
So he said, no, he did not know it was a more than one day trip. He told him we're going to go in the morning, and at nighttime when we finish doing the trip, we're going to come back in an Uber. He said once they got down there, he switched it up on it. Let's get a place and everything so we can make it more than one day. Okay, the last question, wait, let me see. Okay, dice él que él se fijó. He said he watched that he was constantly refusing food and drink, like if he was in a hurry. Dice que él se fijó que en el video de La Vega, muchas veces, o no sé cuál es el video, MIKO te ofrecía como comida o algo de beber y tú seguías negándote, o sea, como no, como que tú no querías, como que si tú estabas deprisa, como si tú que lo que querías era terminar y salir de eso.
No, porque ya cuando se estaba llegando la noche, que eran como las 5 y pico por ahí, como esta hora, ya yo estaba así, como no vamos a regresar a Boca Chica de nuevo, porque tú me dijiste una cosa. Y ya que estamos aquí en La Vega, me salta con otra, y dije que vamos a durar el día entero hasta mañana, que mañana nos vamos. Ya yo lo que quería era que ya yo estaba, que él me brindaba una cerveza o algo, y yo le decía que no, porque estaba aquí ya con él, porque él me dijo a mí, no, vamos a volver para Boca Chica el mismo día, de que terminemos todo.
Perfecto. Luis, él sabe español, entonces tu propia palabra la va a tener. Yo traduzco inglés para nosotros.
No, claro.
The person that asked that question knows Spanish, but for the rest of you, he said no. The reason he was saying no, because he saw what's going on around 5 p.m., and he's looking at it like, yo, I thought we going back. It's looking like it's going to be too long. So at that moment, everything he was offering him, like a beer or anything, he was just saying no. So, let me see. Yo creo que para Luis ya... I know the answer to that one. Yo me sé la respuesta a esta, pero lo voy a preguntar porque él la hizo. Si tú en algún momento le pidiste algún pago que él se negó a darte.
No, porque yo...
No, exacto, tú no tenías detalles.
No, realmente yo no estaba interesado ni que el dinero ni nada de eso.
Yeah, the answer for that one was no. Like, he never asked him for any payment, and MIKO never refused to pay him anything because it really wasn't on a payment thing. Okay, por última, que tú casi la tocaste. Lastly, on that question, which you already touched a bit, how did you feel once you realized you had to stay overnight? Dice que cómo te sentiste cuando te diste cuenta que se iban a tener que quedar a amanecer.
Oh, yo me sentí en ese momento impresionado así, porque él me dijo a mí en Boca Chica que me iban a ir el mismo día para Boca Chica antes de que terminemos la noche. Pero ya llegó un punto que él me dijo, no, vamos a tener que quedarnos hasta mañana porque está demasiado tarde. Dije yo, la cosa está rara. Y de ahí nos quedamos truchos.
He said he was surprised, but he was like surprised. It caught him in awe because he told him it was too late and he had to stay. So he was looking at him like kind of weird. But after that, he had to stay. So he just went trucho. Trucho is like we say here, like brulai or whatever, like whatever. Just going with the flow. Let's have fun. We already staying here. Let's do it. So those are the questions from my guy Lou. The other people are here, so we're gonna go to the chat right now, see what kind of questions you guys have. So I'm gonna start on. Sorry if I skipped your chat. I appreciate everybody that's here. All right, so I need you guys to please put your questions down if you have any questions, since, you know, I skipped everything on top. Salute to you, Mr. Renless. So if you guys have any questions, you guys are free to ask what was in the bag. Pregunta Julie, que qué había en la bolsa.
No, en la bolsa lo que había era lo mío. Un pantalón y una bermuda que yo tenía ahí, una chancleta Nike y mi gorra. Era lo que había ahí, porque nada de eso era de él, lo que había ahí en el bulto.
He said, as you guys know, he said what was in the bag was his clothing, his whatever. None of the belongings that was in the bag belonged to MIKO. The question she asked...
Todo de él lo tenía ahí normal, su llave, todo de él.
Actually, that question I'm going to answer it. Flip preguntó este otro youtuber. Dije que espera, él no sabe inglés y él no estaba traduciendo, o sea, como que si tú no eres el traductor. Obviamente eso es lo que mucha gente hablan por ti, esa yo le puedo responder a ellos porque tú me explicaste qué era, tú le estabas mostrando, él estaba usando el teléfono. He wasn't translating, he doesn't know English. The scoop was, when MIKO ran up on him, he asked him if he could tell him like where's a certain place, a place called Andre. He wanted to go to the Caribe Express to get some money, and he used him to show him around, like show him where the place is. So he gave him like 2,000 pesos for doing that. They were communicating through the translator. You guys already know, through the Google Translator, they were speaking, and so they were using the phone like a lot of people were doing. I'm not going to answer too much because remember, I want your questions, him to answer it, and then in the future, tonight or something, I'll give it a rundown or whatever Mundo knows.
Ese es Mr. Flip Flop.
Él tiene en Sosúa, él tiene un restaurante, ya se llama así mismo Mr. Flip Flop. Cuando uno va para la playa, el calor es amarillo, ahí mismito, él tiene un restaurante. Pero él hace YouTube también, común, él tiene un canal de él, que él hace su propio contenido. Cada quien hace. Sí, se llama eso. Si MIKO trató algo de maricón con él. Pregunta.
¿Cuál es?
Vamos a poner la Ralph y la bazooka. si Miko trató algo de, tú sabes, de pajarería contigo. Dale la luz con todo sí.
No, bueno, en verdad yo le hice ese lío a él, porque en verdad yo soy un chamaquito, que no soy de ahí ni nada, ¿ves? Pero él ya quería como abusar de la confianza conmigo, ¿ves? Y tratar de meterme en una conversación que en verdad a mí no me tripeaba, no me interesaba, ¿ves? En verdad yo no soy de ahí ni nada de eso, y él trató de pasarse. Es más, que él tuvo suerte, que yo no le entré a trompar o algo, le hice algo a él. ¿Ves? Porque él me saltó con echarle la vega. Yo estaba oscuro de todo, en Boca Chica, aquí en Villa Juana, en Santo Domingo. Cuando llegamos allá en La Vega, fue que ya yo dije, coño, el tipo de ahí, ¿ves? Por eso fue, a que te claro.
So he asked if Miko tried anything, you know, gay with him or anything like that. And sort of like I told you guys before, I told you I ain't coaching to do that or whatever. But obviously, like we all know, he said yes. But he didn't know, he didn't get those vibes from him until they was in La Vega. So dude did try him. That's why he did whatever he did. But besides that, because he don't get down like that, you know? So Duke, in the future, in the details, you know, I got the details, I give that more details. But he said yes. Duke came on to him. Unless y'all get the question you get out of him, but I got the scoop for y'all also. So Duke tried him, so that's why he did whatever he did that night. They say y'all slept in the same bed and the other bed was not used, true or false? All right, but who's they? Who's they said? Because that's like a loaded question, Baron. Dice él que dicen que ustedes durmieron en la misma cama y la otra cama no fue usada. Di que verdadero o falso. O sea, que eso tú lo puedes responder nada más con verdadero o falso. Di que si ustedes durmieron en la misma cama y la otra no se usó.
No, eso es falso. Yo dormí en mi cama.
That one was false, Baron. He said that's false. He slept on his bed and Miko slept on his bed. Each one slept in the same bed. Dice así que tú eres el hijo perdido de Gucci Mane. Yo, you got my thing too. That Leo, that's my picture, I think. You got my picture. What's good? What's good? You trolling or what it is? Oh, Maya in Spanish. ¿Cuál es el troll account? Este es el que estaba. Let me see. Entonces, sí, ¿por qué las personas? Ajá, pero al menos conoce a alguien usando el nombre de él. Este que al principio salió tratando de coger toda la fama, como que él sabía todo y que como que eso fue un acuerdo de ustedes, pero vamos a ver qué dice. Entonces, ¿por qué las personas que eran dueñas del lugar dijeron que Miko tenía chupones en todo el cuello? ¿Y por qué robaste la bolsa? Esa yo no voy a poner que es la pregunta. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque nadie ha visto un video de lo que dijeron los dueños. Entonces eso yo creo que es mentira. Y Mayor no habla español. Entonces, cuando ustedes me enseñan el video de lo que dijeron los dueños, o los dueños del hotel que salgan hablando, o alguien que vio esto, entonces lo ponemos. Porque siento que son algunas preguntas que están cargadas.
Sí, porque ese condena ese no es el mismo. ¿No?
Sí, exacto.
Porque mira cómo están esas letras. Sí, como que es un menor de aquí mismo.
Es lo que yo digo.
Son muchachitos tirándole al
Carlos
suelo.
Estrella, busca lo que.
Ay.
No son muchachitos, no son gente que ven, que quieren.
No, claro, tirándole el anzuelo a uno.
Yeah, that's not him. And if it is him, it can't be him because allegedly he got the story. He got the scoop, so he shouldn't be asking. He should be saying if it is him. ¿Sabes quién es ese?
A ver.
Give him a question.
VIOLATING.
Ese tú lo has visto en tu vida.
En mi vida no lo he visto.
Tú lo has visto, a ese que está ahí, tú lo has visto. Te voy a decir un segundo.
Ese.
Yeah, like I told you, he already said yes. In the nighttime, he ain't gonna give you all the details, but tonight I'm gonna give you a real rundown. Ese está preguntando eso mismo, que si Miko trató algo, pues ya se la respondiste.
No, ¿verdad?
Sí. Ok, that's for Breeze.
Miguel Leal.
Miko being robbed put you in a situation of danger from retaliation with people who were close. Okay, let me ask that. Dice él que si la acusación que hizo Miko, dice que lo atracan o lo que sea, si te puso en una situación a ti de peligro en lo cual gente que conocían a Miko pudieran como hacerte un daño o querer hacerte un daño a ti?
No, porque, ¿cómo así?
No, como tú, él dice que si la acusación es que el Miko salí y decir que la versión de él, que tú le quitaste esto,
que yo la robé y que vaya.
Ajá.
No, porque
que si eso te puso a ti en peligro, que a lo mejor la gente que son cercanos a él quisieran hacerte algo porque siente como que tú le hiciste eso.
No, es que realmente él sabe por qué yo fui. Él sabe por qué yo hice eso. Él mismo está claro. Y la gente los dueños de la casa se todo, yo tengo claro que lo fue.
He says no because he knew what it was and why that went down. And the people in the place they were and everything should know why that went down. The people in the house, he said. I don't really know what he meant by that, but he said the people in the house. So in other words, he's saying Fams knew what he did, so he had to respect the jokes, in his words. He feeling like Duke wasn't going to retaliate and anything. And another thing is, he didn't know about the accusation until Mundo put him on. He didn't know that happened. Carlos, tranquilito, estamos bien. Dice él que si el mayor, el Moreno Balbú, trató de unirse a ustedes para en el dormilón, o sea, como amanecer con ustedes, como que si el mayor...
En el mismo lugar, mismo lugar.
Como que si el mayor quiso, el Balbú ese que yo te dije.
El gordito, el Balbú.
No. El moreno que yo te dije, ese no estaba allá. El que yo te dije que dijo que te estaba acusando, como que él se ve la historia, que yo te enseñé en la entrevista.
Sí.
Como que tú y Miko estaban de acuerdo, una cosa. O sea, como tener un contrato sexual, como que sabían que él te iba a pagar para que ustedes tengan relaciones y lo otro, el que dijo eso. Como que si esa persona quiso estar con ustedes dos también, como que si querían ser tres.
No.
He said no. I was going to tell him to say yeah, just to mess around with you, Mayor, but we keeping it real on this one. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Somebody tell me how many likes we got. We got at least 60 or 70. If we ain't got enough likes, we're going to get up out of here. That means y'all ain't liking this.
¿Por lo cuánto que vamos ya?
21 minutos.
No, por personal.
Gente, hay 80 gente mirando.
A los otros ya llegamos a los cuantos.
Por a los 80 por ahí mismo. Say you see other tourist YouTubers doing funny bits. Dice que si tú has visto a turistas o youtubers haciendo como negocios raros y rumor y eso así, como para nosotros que tú te has movido, como si tú has escuchado de eso, como turistas que vienen y están haciendo su vaina rara y eso.
No. Yo más o menos, yo lo que paraba era ahí en Boca Chica, en esa zona turística. Yo paraba ahí, que yo trabajaba ahí era que yo hacía mi mundo.
He said no, he would be there all the time doing his world or whatever, but he really hasn't heard any rumors or known about anything foul that tourists or YouTubers been doing. Definitely an ATL thing. Watch this. Dice Marlon Williams, shout out to Marlon Williams, que si tú vas a empezar tu propio canal de YouTube para tratar de beneficiarte, dice capitalizar tu fama en YouTube por lo de Miko. O sea, que si va a aprovechar la fama de que tiene él y lo que pasó y todo eso, para empezar tu propio canal de YouTube. Como ya los morenitos te van a conocer vaina, cuando viene a ver te sigan y tú puedes tener tu propio canal de YouTube. Pregunta a él que si tú piensas empezar tu propio canal.
Bueno, eso ya veremos de marzo para adelante ya. Ven, porque en verdad yo tengo que ahora mismo actualizarme bien.
He said we'll see from March on, because right now he gotta actualize himself. He gotta get up to date.
Respondí esa bien,
Sí.
Es el mayor ese.
Ajá. Pues en verdad eso eres you, Mayor. Él dice a BJ era el que ustedes vieron cuando se apiaron de la guagua.
BJ, sí.
Ajá, BJ había uno que tenía el rata, no ese, sino el que estaba recortado, el que era como fuertecito, chiquito, que tenía mucho tatuaje.
Tenía tatuaje fuerte, sí.
Ese. Big J, he said y'all met up afterwards, right? He said you didn't have foul, but Big J, you in the building? What the lady told you if she said anything? And you met up with MIKO after the bus thing, right? You saw him when y'all got off the bus. Did you see him again after that? We about to ask him, but you can put it in the chat yourself. Backpack, salute. See the $5 donation. I'm gonna get to that in just a second.
Yeah, seguro que dice que gol 30 de que Miguel Leal.
Que no, de que te va a
Bro, he was huge.
Como tiene 30 mujeres, o sea, como tiene 30 mujeres, están hablando de personal entre ellos. Que le va a quitar una porque ya que él tiene 30 tirándole.
Sí, ya.
Hey, the salud. Dice salud Gucci, saludo al mundo, no dice ese. We saw any videos or photos around that fool MIKO. Que si tuviste algunos videos o fotos raras alrededor del tipo MIKO. O sea, lo que él estaba usando lo de él, Iván, si tú llegaste a ver como cualquier foto, video raro que él tenía.
No, lo mismo que te estaba diciendo ahorita, cuando me estaban viendo la vaina, claro, que ese pantón, ¡pam!
I'm gonna answer that. I was like, look, yeah, he just told me the same thing I was telling you earlier. He told me on one, MIKO was on the computer or whatever. And when he went and got near, like MIKO shut the computer quickly. Yeah. Like he closed the screen. So he had something in the screen that he didn't want him to see, but he didn't get to see what it was. And the only reason he looked, he told me when he was speaking, he said, you know, the laptop's got a front camera and a back camera. So I'm thinking he might be trying to film me or write something. So I went to scheme and he closed it quick. So he made sure he sat down on the side of the computer where he wouldn't be able to get an angle of him, but he didn't see what he had in the computer. Yeah, no, that I can answer because he wasn't around me or anything. Nah, but if you got some truth, you could do it because most of them things is lies. Because like, first of all, the people in the hotel, they can see hickeys. But what that mean? It could have been somebody else giving them hickeys. And dudes is really giving hickeys. That are all people bringing things up so they could try to get the fame off what happened to MIKO. Everybody tried to do an interview. I did a video myself when he was in jail. People wanted to get all the good subscribers to view. That's what people wanted to do. So all that the people are saying, first of all, that's unprofessional. If they did rent the hotel, they shouldn't say if he had hickeys or not. If he did have the hickeys, then that means that they were together. So then it really wasn't a robbery. For all you know, he just left with his bag. So it's just one person's side of the story. So that you wouldn't even be incriminating him. Because he said what it is. He did what he did because Duke tried to press him. But now, did he do what Duke say? Did he take what Duke say? That's not how it happened. He didn't take what Duke said. Duke added stuff. And then people wanted to...
Ese es el Villa.
Villa es el que estaba allá, el que tú viste.
Ese te escribió ahora, ¿verdad?
Ajá, él dice que él se alegra que a ese monstruo le quitan lo de él, o sea, como aquel que le hicieron lo que le hicieron y que él no te quiere incriminar a ti, o sea, como que él no va a hablar. Pero yo le dije, no, si tú tienes lo que decir, habla. Porque el otro dijo, como él que diga, que la mujer del hotel dijo que MIKO tenía un paquetón de chupones. Sí, ¿él tenía chupones?
No.
¿MIKO no tenía ningún chupón?
No, porque yo no, porque recuérdate que cuando él amaneció, que se dio en cuenta la gente que yo lo cogí así, yo me hubiera ido a madrugar.
Sí, pero en la noche o algo, él viene a estar con otra persona, a lo mejor algo que él no tenía chupón en el cuello, tú nunca le viste chupones, ¿verdad que no?
Well, no.
He never seen no hickeys. And after that, MIKO did a video right after that, he had no hickeys. So y'all just doing a little bit extra. And we keeping it real, because I could have easily coached him like, yo, but say you seen the pictures of somebody with a big arm and doing them from behind. I could have had him do all that. I told him certain things that would have made it seem real, but we don't get down like that. So please stop lying on him as well. Like, I'm not saying what he's saying is real, but don't make up no stories so what you think happened could be aligned with that. Yo estoy diciendo que fácilmente yo te podía enseñar, decir a ti, mira, di que el tipo que tenía la cadena así de madera, tuviste un video de él haciéndole esto, que nosotros podíamos hablar mentira, para hacer que cualquiera de ellos se ve mal. Pero de la misma forma que no estamos haciendo eso, lo estamos haciendo puro. Que a ellos, que no se pongan a estar hablando mentiras, me vayan a demar, y que no, que el dueño del hotel dijo eso, que el dueño... Porque eso es mentira.
Cuando ven a eso fue un comentario.
No ningún comentario, es que ellos lo digan, ustedes se lo inventan. Sí. Para lo que ustedes piensan, suene real, y ustedes tratan de hacer vitilla en la cámara.
Sí.
Appreciate that flip. Hola, Gucci, amiguito. ¿Estás soltero, Julie? Cualquier vaina, si quieres un Gucci man en tu vida. And look, remember, déjame decirle esto, ya que tú me no es por vaina, por lo de YouTube.
Ese habla en español, ¿no? ¿Verdad?
Sí, cuando viene a ver ya sabe un poco de español, ella es americana, pero ese es una hembra. Sabe un ching. Remember, well, not everybody. Last night, I was going over some comment that somebody read that he gonna put, come on, Mundo, like calling him a tiger, saying, you really think nobody showed him the YouTube videos? And I told him he didn't know about the YouTube thing. It's so real, he don't know how to go to my YouTube channel in the video. When I told him it's in the comments, he told me, but only you got access to that. I told him, no, you could go on YouTube, you can watch the video and you can see the comments. He doesn't even know how to do that. He doesn't have anybody that can show him a YouTube thing. So I told him, listen, I'm gonna send you the link to your man's phone. You're gonna get the blue link and all you gotta do is hit it and you're gonna be able to open it. So he doesn't even know how to go on YouTube right now and search for a YouTuber. So that'll tell you all. And he ain't know they was looking for him. He ain't know they was accusing him. He ain't know they was mentioning none of that. That's all it needs to.
All right, so I want to dive into the paperwork. I want to get into the paperwork for this video. This is in the Superior Court of Gwinnett County, state of Georgia versus MIKO Worldwide. It says defendant's motion for release of medical, psychiatric, and criminal records of accuser. All right, so the fact that there's a case number attached to it, this is an actual court document, and it says accuser. It says a lot to me, reading that off top. Okay, so it's a statement of the case and facts. So it says that MIKO Worldwide is facing life consequences, and the complaining witness's credibility is critical in this case. All right, so writing, it says Mr. MIKO Worldwide was 27 years old at the time of the alleged offense on March 29th, 2018. He is now a 30-year-old young man. Since this alleged incident, he fled the country due to his fear of the police and the criminal justice system. He traveled to some of the poorer areas of the world in an effort to continue his previous missionary work. There are documented videos of him on YouTube assisting the poor in the Dominican Republic and elsewhere. I'll go ahead and insert, I guess, a couple of screenshots that I guess this would be considered missionary work, but maybe. It says his only felony conviction was based upon a confrontation with police while he was under the influence. MIKO Worldwide utilized the First Offender Act to have that conviction removed from his record. He is now accused of aggravated and aggravated assault with an exposure of life in prison and mandatory lifetime sex registration. Specifically, he is charged as follows: count 1, aggravated, count 2, a violation, aggravated assault. The charges stem from a late night in Gwinnett County in March 2018. I want y'all to listen. In March 2018, when, according to Mr. MIKO Worldwide, he and his former co-defendant and the complaining witness had consensual sexual relations. I'm gonna redact the name, but the prosecution's only witness claims that MIKO Worldwide forcefully and choked him in a hotel room. MIKO Worldwide, to the contrary, says that this was voluntary through a sex hookup site called Jacked, with the purpose and intent to have sexual relations. Wow. The witness voluntarily entered MIKO Worldwide's car, asked them to take him to a Walmart where he stole cold medicine pills and ingested them in the Walmart bathroom. The three men then went to a location for the witnesses to purchase marijuana. They then drove to the hotel room. There, they voluntarily smoked together while Mr. MIKO Worldwide watched. As Mr. MIKO Worldwide recalls, Mr. Witness was twerking naked on the bed. After they finished smoking, the three of them engaged in consensual sex. Upon completion of their sexual acts, they noticed the witness was bleeding from his rectum. The witness cleaned up in the hotel shower. They helped him into Mr. MIKO Worldwide's car, drove him home, and God, the witness and Mr. MIKO Worldwide knocked on the door so the witness could gain entry. When no one came to the door, bro, this is long. This is crazy. This is crazy, dog. Just reading that little bit to y'all. I mean, I'm gonna leave the link to the paperwork in the description. I don't want to be somebody that, you know, is just saying things and it seems like I'm hating or whatever. However, I'm gonna tell you for sure, like, reading the paperwork is going to tell you everything that you need to know. Again, I guess I have to say this is alleged, but again, you read this for yourself if you want. Now, with all this being said, in my last video, and if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. In my last video, his lawyer had came out and said that none of these accusations were true, I guess as in regards to the things that people were saying online. There were different ages thrown around. However, the ages were less than 18. I can say that. Look, hey, I'm just looking at what's public and what's been put out. Really curious as to why he's allowed to be around these street guys, these street dudes, people who got bodies or whatever the case, and y'all let this guy come around, especially like with this paperwork readily accessible for people to go and look up and see. It took me no time to find this, and I didn't have to do any digging or doxing or anything like that to try to find this paperwork. This was something that was pretty much laid up there for anybody to look at if you were curious. I'm gonna continue on with saying that this guy is an absolute detriment to the community. I'm not saying that something should happen to anybody. I'm not saying that violence should be brought upon anybody at all. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want anybody to misconstrue that. I'm saying that he essentially needs to be exiled from the community, as in, if he tries to come around and do any videos or anything of the sort, why give him access? Why let him come around when these accusations and these charges were alleged against him? I'm not understanding that aspect of it. I personally, I wouldn't be inviting this individual or okay with this individual or counting on this individual to come to my neighborhood or come into my place of business or wherever and try to make a mockery out of me for his clicks and views. The whole time this individual has all kinds of sketchy things going on. Shit, man, I don't know really what more I can say about this other than this guy's dead wrong, and I think he should definitely keep getting called out until it's known in the community that for a fact this guy has some charges against him that he should speak to, rather than you know, coming out with this bullshit, whatever you want to call it, with his lawyer. That to me is that was cowardice in a way. Just come out and address what is on paperwork and what has happened. Don't just breeze past it like it's nothing that can ever be exposed or shown to anybody. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for my next videos. I'm gonna come out with some more that are gonna be heavier hitting for sure. I just wanted to put this out for you guys because like I said, I was gonna come out with a part 2 strictly really just about this paperwork.
But there's this YouTuber named MIKO Worldwide, and this guy is known for doing a lot of videos in the Dominican Republic, for showing you the hoods. He goes to the grimiest parts. But this guy actually was charged with sexual assault and forced sodomy in 2018 in Georgia. They weren't able to arrest him, but he got charged. And somehow he knew the arrest was coming, so he fled Georgia, went to the Dominican Republic, and became a YouTuber. And he started doing all these YouTube videos, and his videos started to go viral. I mean, he's getting 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 views on a video while he's a fugitive of the state of Georgia. He's doing YouTube videos. So right there is kind of crazy off the bat. But what's really crazy is the charges that he was that I guess they hit him with. They hit him with forced sodomy and sexual assault. And the victim in that case was either 16 or 17 years old. And at the time of this case in 2018, MIKO Worldwide was 27 years old. So eventually he gets arrested in Colombia. They extradite him back to Georgia. He sits in jail and he gets arrested in 2020. He sits in there for a little over a year, about 13, 14 months. And at that time, he decides to sign an Alfred plea, which is basically saying you're guilty. But in the Alfred plea, they dropped the they took the forced sodomy out of it, but it's still that sexual assault. So he pled to that in the Alfred plea just so he can get out. And he got out, and then he started his YouTube channel again, and all his videos been going crazy. But what really got me is that he decided to come visit LA. He did a video in the 60s, and he also went to Compton. He did a video in Gonzales Park and interviewed the homies from Fruitown, Peru. So my question about this guy is that, and there's a lot of rumors on the internet that this guy's a pedophile. And I guess that's just depends on, that's open to debate. That's open to interpretation.
Right, because of the statues of where he was.
He was in Georgia, and you could have consensual sex at the age of 16. So you have to be under 16 for it to be considered a minor. So in the court documents, he definitely had sex with this person, but he was 16 or 17 years old.
How old was he at the time?
27.
Okay.
So 10-year difference, maybe 11 years, depending. I'm not sure the month that the victim was born.
Right, 10, 11 years.
But he was either 16 years old or 17 years old when he had sex with this dude. There's no doubt he had sex with the guy. He admitted it in some court documents. So my thing is, when do you believe someone when they're trying to say they didn't do something or they're innocent? Like if this guy MIKO was on a prison yard and he said, yeah, I pled guilty, but I didn't plead guilty to the forced sodomy with the 16-year-old, but I did plead guilty to the sexual assault. Does that change the way he's looked at when it comes to the prison politics?
Well, let's change the way he looked at. I'm gonna go per individual, and I'm gonna take me as one individual. So I'm gonna look at him as sexual assault. That's gonna make my ears go up immediately. I mean, you either took something or you ruffle somebody's feathers to get it. You know what I mean? It's assault that comes along with that sexual favor that you got. You know what I mean? And that's never a good look ever. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna dive into some of the circumstances. If I can get the paperwork to show the circumstances that you had sex with a 16-year-old and you're 27, to me, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? That's just my personal feeling, but I really believe it's a whole bunch of other people that'll say the same thing.
Regardless of the law in Georgia.
Regardless of the law in Georgia. You know what I mean? Now, what you did was, you beat it wasn't a crime, but morally, dude, morally, you was wrong as hell. You know what I mean? So, sexual assault, period, though, is going to warrant people to be on your helmet. You know what I mean? You can't be out there, sexually assaulting people and then come to the yard and, and talk about you a gangster or this or that, and that's just really how it is. Sexual assault gonna carry, the jacket that you're a pedophile, just period.
Even though in the state of Georgia, sexual consent is at 16, if a guy that's 27 years old has sex with a 16-year-old and he hits the prison yard, how would you look at that, and how would people that think like you look at that?
Well, we would look at it as he filed. First off, he filed. Legally, he was within consent. But you still sexually assaulted somebody. You still, damn near, you're a rapist. That's the term that's going to be used. That's just what it is.
Even though he wasn't charged, he didn't plead guilty to rape.
You in here for something. You did something. You wasn't innocent because you wouldn't be here. So listen, and then this how it will come at you. Hold on, dog. Listen. What's the charge on your case? Sexual assault. Okay, you're a rapist. Okay, how much time did you get for? You know what I mean? I'm not going to even give you the opportunity to tell me about your auntie, cousin, brother, sister. You know what I mean? Your charge is sexual assault and you're in prison. I don't care about what you pleaded, no contest, the Alfred law, none of that. You a rapist, bro. Go over there with the rapist. You know what I mean? And go on, you know what I mean? Mind you, hold on. Was it a minor? Now, this is where he could beat me at. Was it a minor? No, it wasn't a minor. Because in the state of Georgia, for him, it's not a minor. If I was to find out she was a 16 or he was a 16-year-old, you know, it was a minor to me. But unfortunately, once he said it was a he, not a she, then that changed the dynamics to me to just put you in the, you know, pretty much the gay rapist category. And I wouldn't even, you know, I would have to turn that over to somebody, you know, for that kind of situation, you know.
Well, let me explain what an Alfred plea is to all of those that are listening, because MIKO Worldwide, and his real name is Wolfgang Nickel, Michael Wolfgang Nickel, MIKO Worldwide. He signed an Alfred plea, and this is what an Alfred plea is. An Alfred plea in the United States is a guilty plea in criminal court where a defendant in a criminal case does not admit to the criminal act and asserts his innocence. In entering an Alfred plea, the defendant admits that the evidence presented by the prosecution would likely persuade a judge or jury to find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Alfred pleas are legally permissible in nearly all U.S. federal and state courts, but are not allowed in the state courts of Indiana, Michigan, and New Jersey, or in the courts of the U.S. Armed Forces. Okay, so did that kind of make it's a little confusing, right?
No, it's almost like a no contest, but it's a little different. You know, a no contest, you're just not pleading guilty. Alfred plea, as you just explained, is saying that you're not.
But it says here you can assert your innocence.
Right, you can assert your innocence,
even though the prosecution probably has enough evidence to find you guilty.
Nah, I just wonder where they worded that one from and how did they come up with that one. But if your ass is in jail for it, you know what I mean? Somebody between you and that court felt, you know, you was guilty enough to be in prison.
Well, I wonder why the prosecutor, this happened in Gwinnett County for those that are interested in Georgia. If you feel that this guy is guilty, then why not just fully prosecute him? What is the purpose of having an Alfred plea where someone that might be a sexual offender, might be a pedophile, gets to get out of jail? It's like a get out of jail free card.
No, you're absolutely right. You know, that's why I say the wording of that and the structure of that, I don't know what the purpose is, you know, but because it was clearly, you know. Now, did he do any time?
Well, he sat in there fighting it for about 1 year and 2 months.
And he probably got time served or something.
Yeah, he did. He got time served for the lesser of the charges that he was facing. So the forced sodomy was off the table.
Right.
For the Alfred plea. So basically this guy can go online, as he does, and he says, no, I'm innocent. I didn't do any of that stuff. I'm completely innocent. And to a certain degree, the Alfred plea allows you to talk that talk.
Yeah, but the Alfred plea don't allow you to walk that walk. Because I'm going to say, dude, it says sexual assault here. You know what I mean? You sexually assaulted a man. You know what I mean? And I'm going to just be honest with you. We're going to call you a gay rapist. You know what I mean? Not that we have anything about, we're just going to call it what it is.